Welcome to the Viking Views. I'm Ian Gray. Marshall firefighter Randall Scott Davenport, age 36, was found dead Sunday morning, October 24th, at the Marshall Fire Department. According to the Marshall Police Department, Davenport, a veteran firefighter with 4 years' experience with the Marshall Fire Department. He worked 2 structure fires Saturday, October 23rd, one in Marshall and the other in rural Saline County. Information about the death was not immediately available. Davenport was survived by his wife and 2 young children. The 2010 Missouri Valley College Homecoming Weekend kicked off on Friday with a torch run from Fayette, Missouri. The torch was brought in around 8:30 p.m. to light the traditional bonfire while the cheerleading and dance teams performed for the crowd. Saturday homecoming events included tailgating, a football game, and 2 soccer games. During the halftime of the football game, seniors Drew Policius and Regina Bodine were named Homecoming King and Queen of 2010. Alumni in attendance were also recognized. Part of the Missouri Valley College homecoming festivities included the Alumni Banquet that was held on Friday. 3 alumni were presented with the Outstanding Alumni Awards, which recognized significant career accomplishments. Support and the loyalty to Missouri Valley College, community service and charitable involvement. Lee Peak of the class of 1996 received the Outstanding Young Alumni Award. Roman Jarowitz of the class of 1974 and Dr. Dudley McGlynn of the class of 1963 received the Outstanding Alumni Award. The classes of 1960, 1970, 1980, 1990, and 2000 were also recognized. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony for Missouri Valley alumnus took place on Saturday, October 23rd in the MVC cafeteria from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The 2010 MVC Athletic Hall of Fame inductees included M.K. Mickey McClellan, class of 1962, Pete Erndl, class of 1973, Lawrence Fields, class of 1950, and Jason Berkey, class of 1995. The Marshall area has many strong and talented people, but one man being strong-willed gets him further.
At the young age of 19, Cody Sampson has endured more than many adults have. In April 2009, he decided to write a memoir about his medical experiences. Being diagnosed with hydrocephalus, Cody is a walking miracle.
I was actually diagnosed pre-birth. It's a fairly common condition. It occurs in 1 in 500 live births. It's an excess amount of cerebral spinal fluid on the brain. It didn't drain properly.
Along with being diagnosed with hydrocephalus in 1993, Cody found out he had contracted meningitis.
From what I was told, a classmate of mine, her sister had it, and I guess it can be passed on relatively easily. I actually ended up having a febrile seizure. My temperature was 105.9 degrees.
Cody was about 3 years old. We had an ambulance call on Cody, and we had to transport him to Columbia. Cody was about 3. It was so scary. He was so tiny, and he was so sick.
Meningitis can be life-threatening because of the inflammation proximity of the brain and the spinal cord. Therefore, the condition is classified as a medical emergency.
I had my first operation on January 1st, 1991 by Dr. John Oro, there again at the University of Missouri Hospital in Columbia. I was pretty healthy, didn't really have much problems between 1993 after the meningitis and 2006 when I turned 16.
On January 1st, 1991, at 2 days old, Cody underwent his first of many stunt revisions. From 1993 until 2006, he led a very healthy life. In 2006, his health situation started to take a swerve that even he didn't see coming.
Most people get presents for their birthday, but in 2006, I literally got a headache, nausea, hands and feet were numb, blurred vision, kind of disoriented at times. And we didn't know what to do, so we contacted the University of Missouri. At that time, Dr. Yusi Akimi Igbe Kumo was the chief neurosurgeon there, pediatrics, and he requested that we come down for a consultation to see if he could figure out what was going on.
The MVC football team put on a show for homecoming weekend, beating Central Methodist University 33-0 in front of a large Missouri Valley crowd. The win puts the Vikings at an overall record of 7-1 and brings their winning streak to 5 games in a row. Senior Dale Madry and senior quarterback Chris White kept their dominant ways going this weekend. Madry catching 4 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown, and White completing 14 of 20 passes for 145 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Vikings are set to take on Mid-American Nazarene next weekend in Olathe, Kansas at 1 p.m. The Viking men's soccer team kept their winning trend for the Valley weekend with a 2-0 victory over William Jewell University Cardinals, with both goals coming in the second half. Junior Edardo da Silva and Miguel Jimenez scoring the goals for the Vikings. The win brings the men's overall record to 10-3 and their conference record to 5-1. Valley is set to take on Culver Stockton University on October 27th at home. Game time is at 7 p.m. The women's soccer team suffered a tough loss to William Jewell Cardinals on Saturday night, losing the game 0-3. The loss brings the Lady Vikings record to 8-5-2 and a conference record of 2-3-1. MVC hopes to bounce back against Culver Stockton University on October 27th in Marshall. The game is set to take off at 5 p.m. Thank you for watching the Viking Views. I'm Ian Gray, leaving you through our calendar of events.